We're here at GL Optics with Avi, checking out some of the lens options that you have. Now, there's a lot of lenses out there, a lot of cinema lenses, there's a lot of still lenses. A lot of people love their still lenses. There's some options in there that you really can't even get in the cinema world, but they're not optimized for cinema use. So there's workarounds, sacrifices we have to make. You guys are basically stripping away some of those limitations and turning them into true cinema lenses. So tell us a little bit about that.
100%. All right, let's see. So here, for example, is 18 to 35, that it used to be a Sigma. Basically, rather than just jacketing this lens, we're doing a complete breakdown of the lens. The only thing that is left remaining is optics and aperture system. So in this lens, for example, it's got a full metal jacket. We've manualized the iris and taken the electronic iris out. It now has a 300-degree rotation. 0.8 pitch gears, 95 mil front thread, 77 millimeter inners if you want to go out and run and gun without throwing a matte box and a heavier weight system on the lens. It also has 3 screws that are user pullable to throw on a Canon mount or Nikon mount in the field. It's quite quick. So we have a bunch of glass like that. This is again a 1.8 Sigma rehoused that's been completely broken down and rebuilt by us.
Which is the 18 to 35.
Yeah.
You can't get a zoom lens in cinema world at 1.8.
100%. There is no 1.8 zoom lens in the cinema world, period, except for this.
Right.
We also just did, to match that, the 50, the Art Sigma 50. It's a 1.4, it's super fast, so you can now have the 18 to 35, the Sigma 50, and then they'll drop the 80 shortly, which we'll do. We also have a bunch of specialty glass. We have the Tokina 100 millimeter macro. We have a super, super wide 11 to 16 compact wide zoom. I use it all the time in my shooting. I'm shooting a lot with a set of Super Speed Mark III Zeisses, and I'm augmenting my 11 mil prime with this, and then my 100 mil macro with this Tokina, and it intercuts seamlessly, Also have this 70 to 200. All the lenses have also been collimated, so they're completely parfocal. You can throw this on, you can pick your focal point, you can zoom from 70 all the way through 200, even open wide at 2.8, and it's gonna hold focus 100%. They all have, for the most part, 95 mil front, 95 mil front, and again, they all have user interchangeable PL mounts. Canon, Nikon, they're $350 a mount after you purchase the lens, which comes with one mount.
So you can either, if you're just an EF shooter, you can just have that, but if you do maybe EF and PL or Nikon, you can just add whatever is necessary.
Absolutely. And so like if you wanted to get this lens, for example, you could get it with just an EF mount for the base price. So you don't have to go PL, you can go EF. Or again, if you're switching back and forth between a bunch of different camera formats, you can get the lens with one mount and then switch back and forth and have both Canon and Nikon for $350 a piece.
So for me, I'm a big fan of Canon EF lenses. I have quite a few of them, but the infinity focus on it makes it really difficult to use it with anything. So you guys have a Canon lineup as well?
Yeah, so we have a bunch of Canon lenses. Like I said, here's the 70 to 200. The focus throw on most of the lenses is extended. They're hard stopped, so you can use them with whatever follow focus system. We also have this big boy. It's the 300 mil Canon. It's great for wildlife or any sports photography. I feel like that there's a lot of I've shot a lot of ESPN stuff, which out on the field to have that 300 mil was really, really helpful. And it's hard to get a 300 mil prime that you can afford to buy that's PL mounted. It's crazy, So I feel like it really works for that market. We have older series of Canons also. We have FDs. This is a FD 200 mil and an FD 135. They're like 30-year-old Canon lenses. They're creamy, and milky and sexy. They flare better than some of the new stuff. So I mean, really definitely to intercut with some of the older stuff. We have some of that stuff. We also again have some of the newer stuff like the 70 to 200, the 300 mil, and this big bad boy right here, the 200 mil Canon macro. Specialty, super specialty. I think lastly, I feel like I've gone through most of the stuff we have. We're doing these, we're gonna start selling them shortly. These are Leica R's. So there's 270 degree focus throw. Cinevize Leica R's are like 30-year-old still primes. Everybody loves the Leica R, you know, in the cinema world. So if you want to be able to jump into a super speed or speed Pancro or Cook S4 kind of look on a budget, these Leica R's are really, really, really beautiful.
So these are aimed a lot towards the owner operator. What kind of price points are these coming in?
Let's see. The 18 to 35, which is covering your 18, 25, and 35, I feel like it's great for a steady cam. You know, you're in and out without doing a bunch of lens changes, but it's 3,500 for the 120 degree focus throw. The extended focus throw is 4,350, so it adds 850 for the 300 degree focus throw. And depending on what you're doing, if you're run and gun shooting alone, then the 120 is the perfect lens for you. And if you're shooting a bunch of cinema stuff with two ACs, then that 300 is definitely the way to go. But most of the lenses fall in about that price point. This is 3,500 for the Tokina 11 to 16. This is what's the price point on this? How much? Yeah, $3,000 for this, 3,000 for the 100mm macro, which is rivals a Master Prime in sharpness, by the way, and it doesn't breathe. It breathes super minimally. It breathes super minimally. It's great. The Zeiss offers a 70 to 200 Parfocal that's $20,000. This is $6,000, so you're $6,000 all in. And again, I feel like this is definitely something that the owner operator can come out here and get a full set of cinema lenses, you know, sub 10K, you know? Yeah.
And if you already have the lenses, can you guys take them in?
Absolutely, yeah. If you have lenses, you can send them to us. We can rehouse them, no problem. The other set we have that I didn't talk about is that Zeiss makes a set of CP2s that are basically contacts, the contacts elements that are in cinema housings, and they look somewhat like this. I don't have the set here, but we do a set of super speed contacts that are again the same elements as the CP2s, with jackets about like this for $10,000 out the door. So you can get a set of essentially CP2 glass in our bodies for $10K.
Awesome. Where can people go to get more information on this?
You can go to cinemaglass.com. Cinemaglass.com.
Thanks for your time.
We're also local. You can come down anytime. We have a shop downtown. You can come put your hands on the lenses. We have 2 red bodies, so you can test them out on our bodies.
Awesome. Great, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Special thanks to our sponsors for making our coverage possible.